All right, here we go, everybody. Oh, terrible day, sad day. Yep. Wow. Really, really terrible. Hi there, Janet. Oh, my goodness, folks. I figured, you know what? I mean, obviously, I am out here still looking for Nancy. I'll also say this if but I know you guys want info and I have info, right? Let me just double check. How's the audio? I think the audio should be fine. I think the audio should be fine. Um, and at least, even though I'm not there, right? Like, especially, I can't. Let me just wait till everybody gets in. Terrible day. Mass shooting capital of the Northeast. Wow. I think it should. Here I am. Okay. But I do. I think, which one am I on there? Okay. So we're live on Facebook and YouTube. Hi there, Eric. So here's the thing. As soon as we hit 100, we'll go. And granted, I'm not there. I couldn't be there, right? Still in Tucson. Hi there, David. For this, we're actually going to talk about Pawtucket. We're going to talk about Pawtucket. So I've spent a lot of time talking about Nancy, and we still want her to bring her home. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't think they need like a big break in the case. If this was a manhunt, if the Pawtucket shooter, yeah, helicopters, unbelievable. Oh, good. Thank you, Evelyn. So now here's the thing. When I push people, I encourage you, I should say, I don't push, to become a subscriber. Thank you very much, Diane. I really appreciate that with our YouTube crowd. There we go. I want a lot of you to understand that these platforms are so sensitive. And I'm going to tell you what's going on. And so I have to be very cautious. Now, we are flying right now on Facebook. Hear me out. And then we're going to talk about Pawtucket. I'm going to tell you what I know. I'm going to show you. No one in media has put this out, but I'm going to show you. And local media will probably hide this story somewhat. But I want you to understand one of the reasons I say become a subscriber, and the subscribers would know this, is we just have a little more leeway and freedom. And I feel more comfortable posting things on the subscriber page. So a bunch of people are sending me the video from the rink, right, of what happened. But the thing is, number one, everybody has that. And number two, that's not my video. So I don't post it on the main page because a lot of people are sharing that. But there's several things I want to show you. And I want to thank you. Oh, wow. Well, you're missing out, Elizabeth, because we've been flying. And again, for those on Facebook, I mean, we hit 130,000 followers today. But ready? So, like, I have to be cautious of what platforms, some are more forgiving or free than others. Now, right now, I'm not on X. I could have gone X, but I'm just doing X and, YouTube and Facebook. But the subscribers know. Ready? So this is the shooter that showed up, this wacko in Pawtucket. Yeah, good luck. Like they're going to show that. And there's Robin. So this whacked trans, as if the locals, they're not going to tell you it was a trans shooting. This nut takes out the X, goes after. Now, it's unclear, and this is fluid, by the way. Hi there, Shelley. There's David Sammartino. David was on this right away. I want people to understand it's fluid because initially it came from the mayor. David will back me up on this. It came from the mayor that said a young girl. Now I'm hearing it wasn't a young girl. So the shooter took his own life and apparently killed the ex-wife, which was, if you're a subscriber, I initially posted that. Now the son was on the ice. The son is 18. You guys are going to decide. You guys decide. Should I show a picture of the sun? The sun didn't do anything wrong. Most of the time, we don't show a photo of children because they're juveniles. But he's not. He's 18. Hi there, Renee. You guys decide. This is, I think because of its inverted, you don't see it. But if I do it, there's no other way to. Oh, okay. Bruce says, here's the thing though. I know. You know what's interesting about that for me is people are saying just show the shooter. What do people? What do people tell me? Don't show him. That'll just make him fit. No, don't show the. So like, which is it? But you guys are going to decide. I need to invert it. It says welcome to Rhode Island. Hold on, I think I can do that. I have been. I'm obviously still in Phoenix, and someone asked me, "Are you?" No, I'm not flying back. If as I said, if it was a manhunt, that's one thing. Here we go. Okay. There is the new. These are going to go up on the highways. Nice job, Governor McKee. Welcome. Thank you, Bendy. Next to Massachusetts, but right now, the shooting capital. All right, let me show you. Now, from what I understand, and I feel good. So this is apparently who did this today. There he is. Yep. All right, let me flip it back. All right, I don't have to show the but every time something like this it is mirrored. Okay. Every time that something like this happens, people say, don't show him. When we were posting the Brown University shooter. That's right, Robin. It does, or he does, or she, or he, or whatever. All right. So no, all right, but think about that. So the sun is on the ice, but I think I don't know where to begin. I don't. On the phone, it looked mirror, so it looked fine original. Anyway, maybe it's a little too soon for some of the humor, but let's just stay focused because it is terrible. And you have a packed the Lynch arena, and that nut comes in, from what we understand, and the sun on the ice, and and then does this. It's 2 shot dead, including the shooter's also dead, 3 injured. Now, there's various people connected saying that it was his in-laws that were there. And the son is apparently a very good hockey player from North Providence, Blackstone Prep. But the ex-father has been transitioning. I know, Tracy. It's so terrible. So, just really, really terrible about this whole thing. But folks, there's when you think about, this is the second mass shooting in 3 months. With Rhode Island Governor Dan McKee, we are almost averaging. Think about this for a moment. This is supposed to be, here's what I think, and I don't know if folks is any better, by the way, but is this really the state you want to be? Hasbro is relieved they left Pawtucket. But this is like just total nuts, chaos. Look at, what is going on in the state. Look at the PC game against St. John's on Saturday. That player Powell should not be on the team. There's something wrong in the state right now. It's such an unsafe atmosphere, I think is the only way. It's terrible, Jen. You can't even enjoy yourself. It is absolutely awful to go in and do that at a youth hockey game on President's Day. What an absolute zero this guy is. But, now this channel 10, 2 killed, 3 injured. Well, it's actually 3 dead. I mean, I'm not laughing. 3 people, including the suspected shooter, were dead. Now, see, this is now Channel 10 is saying 3 dead. Channel 12 is saying 3 dead, including the shooter. 3 people are in critical condition in the hospital, and 3 dead. This was written poorly then by Channel. Who wrote this on Channel 10? Just hear me out. 3 people, including the suspected shooter, okay, were dead. 3 people injured. So there was 6 people included here. So 2 dead, the shooter, and then 3 critical, which could climb higher here. Terrible. You had the Brown University situation. I mean, that was just December 13th. Now you have this, another mass shooting, this maniac. And it's also something we talk about, you know, in Rhode Island. This keep in mind the the Reverend Donald Anderson telling this guy. By the way, the father here, very active with the Rhode Island Democrat Party, very active with the Progressive Caucus. And, this to me is one of the problems when you've been, yeah, see, 3 dead, including the shooter. So it's the shooter makes the 3rd. Okay. Oh, okay. Now this I haven't seen. But again, a lot of people are sending me things, but I'm okay. So some people don't. Does anyone know what? Yep, I have all those. Stop fighting, trying to stop it. Do I have this? No, there's no audio here. Yeah, there he is with the long hair. Oh, and then they tackled him and everything. Okay, I can't show this. I'll send it to the subscribers. Oh, wow. So we got some real heroes here. I'll stop it, though. You can see he's got the long hair. He's got on a white hat. Let me just do this. Actually, let me go like that. So bizarre. Let me go back just a little bit. Oh. Yes, hey, that's hockey parents. Yeah, I mean, there's a hero there. The guy that tackled him from behind. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. So he was sitting. I'm seeing this now. I'm not trying to be coy. I'm going to show you. I can't play this video. Okay. He's got a white hat on and he starts approaching them. There's no audio though, but still, I mean, let me just frame it so then, again, I will put this video on the subscriber page. And I want to be very clear. I mean, it's just, at least you can do more. I don't have to worry about, you posted something, you end up in Facebook jail. It's really a Facebook thing, jail. Then I can't go live, then I can't post things. And I can't do that. There's certain platforms where you have a little more freedom. I'll show, if you can see this, and I'll show a couple. This is, let's see, that's him in the white hat. And you can see it is terrible. See how he's walking down. He was sitting behind them. And then this is him. You can't see it as much, but he's in the row. And then these men tackled him from behind. But the biggest thing to share is I listen, I'm not trying to be insensitive here because it is terrible. It is. But there are people in the state that try to normalize that is normal. He's just transitioning. This is the father. I feel horrible. His son is a star player, was on the ice as the father's doing this in the stands. Just terrible. Thank you, Robin. Oh, goodness. All right, I won't show the sun. We don't, I also want to and again, so the big news right now, it's 4:40 here in Arizona where we're still looking for Nancy. And I don't know, I don't think they know, as a matter of fact. But Pawtucket, Rhode Island has had a horrible situation today, and there is a climate of lawlessness. Yeah, they're the same person. Oh, maybe I'm not clarifying that. That's the father. There it is. He's the one that showed up at the rink right there. That's the same person. And actually, the one where he's in the pink tank top, he that's at an ice rink. I think that's the Smithfield rink. What's so disgraceful about the other photo where he has that colorful wig on is I'm not showing it, but two of his children are in that photo. I won't show them. But now it's always, I know. Can you imagine, Jeff? See, that's the thing. Not only did he take his own life when he was done and took apparently the ex wife, and I want to go because this has been fluid, and I find that the media is confusing some people. Where's the girlfriend? I don't know. Jennifer sourced. Jennifer Turner, where did you get this info? I would not be putting it out there if I didn't have this locked down. I got it from parents. I did get it confirmation on him from a member of law enforcement. I won't say who. So I didn't realize that it looks like two different people. No, it's the same person. I mean, to me, you can tell it's the same person. One's in the summertime. See, now people just keep sending me these messages. Have you seen the picture of him? I posted it. Well, the subscribers know over an hour ago. I can't. I'm not posting this on the main page. It's too. It'll get flagged. It'll get flagged. It's not worth. There's just too many things going on right now. I feel bad for the people that are, and they're saying, where is everything? How come you're not posting it? Yes, it's posted. And the same thing with this video where they're tackling him. I mean, I don't think it's violent, but folks, yes, I do. I would not. I have the last name. Can you see? And Jennifer, I'm not trying to. I want to. I want to. I'm not trying to be the grammar police, but let's talk about. Can you name the shooter? I think you mean, will you name the shooter? Of course, I can name the shooter. I have the name of the shooter. I've been saying his son is a star hockey player. The question is not, can you name the shooter? The question is, will you name the shooter? And no, I'm going to hold off because of what just happened. And his son was on the ice. Terrible. Someone had posted, this is the shooter. I played hockey with his son, who's one of the victims. He killed his young daughter, shot his ex-wife, someone else at the other son's senior night. Psychopath used to come to games dressed like a woman. But again, a member of law enforcement said it was adults. It was adults. So it's confusing. I don't want to misspeak on who the victims were, the deceased. I want to be very clear. Do you see? It is so sad. Thank you very much, Robin. I'm not trying to, there's discrepancies of the number, but then the who, meaning who were the deceased. So, but no young girl was killed. all adults are dead. So apparently he took his own life and then he went up to the ex-wife. Now I don't know other than that, but the others, the only deceased, and it was, I think, the mayor of Pawtucket that put that out. They are still interviewing people. That's right. Uh, um, hold on. Okay. Wow, what a horrible situation. It is terrible. And although his son was on the ice, he in essence he didn't take his life, but he certainly altered his life. Why would you do? I mean, there's no answer on something like that. But to get through, and I think it's definitely part of the story. It's definitely part of the story. The horrible element of this story is they're basically calling it, as they call it, a murder suicide. So this individual, he didn't just take his life, he decided to show up and take the life of his ex. And then you can't even imagine. And then shooting at, I don't, of course, it doesn't make sense because, of course, it doesn't make sense. No. Hi there, Danielle. Yes. But what we do know, let's go off of what we know because the number is fluctuating, right? At first, they were saying, and I understand why. You got to realize people want to know what the drill is here, and they want to, know exactly with what happened. But my information is the lives lost were adults. So the shooter, I- listen, he's still an adult who he took his own life, but it's so that's one dead. And then all I know is it was all adults, and then shooting others. I know, or I've seen, I should say, I've seen people then listing he was then shooting at his children. I don't. Oh, let me check this. I don't have that. I don't have that. Yep. Okay. Everyone keeps sending that to me. But this is, yeah, everybody's just sending the same thing. Yep. And there's the game. Oh, terrible. Oh my God. How horrifying. I want to keep politics out of this. I would like to keep politics out. But this business, and I'm not, listen, I want to be very clear. Hi there, Michelle. I'm not saying it's Governor McKee's fault. I'm not saying that. But there's one group out there that is this whole business of, diversity and embracing. And there's, when you're a guy and you are walking around like this, and that's the same person, okay? That's the same person. Listen, I'm just coming around and saying it's mental illness. There's something wrong with this person. This business of, and it's Sabina Matos, and it's, excuse my, but the fucking progressives at the Rhode Island State House, the fact I still can't, they elected Donald Anderson, 72 years old. The local media, they think it's great. He's now Donnie. He's he's not only a transgender pronoun woman, they made him the head of the women's progressive party, the chairwoman. It's not, I'm not trying to be mean here. And the thing is, this isn't a 13-year-old, this isn't a child who's confused. It's this whole business of gender dysphoria. How many more of these trans shootings do we have to suffer through? This when someone starts doing this, that's the same person. There he is. There's the shooter in Pawtucket, right there. That's who did it. When he shows up to the rink dressed like a woman, that's not normal. There's something wrong. I'm not being mean. Problem is, in Rhode Island and Massachusetts, this is treated as, oh, yeah, he's transitioning. It's totally normal. Is anyone familiar with what drugs they may be on? We don't know what it does to the brain. They have children going through this. Oh, he changed his name. The last name Dorgan. Now, no, he was a man. Now he's no. You, no, you're still a man. And by the way, you can be a gay guy. There's nothing wrong. Then just be a gay guy. But this business has to. I mean, this whole trans thing. How many lives are going to be taken for Christ's sake? Well, one of the problems we pump an iron, yeah, with the dumbbells at the rink, pacing back and forth. I've heard that. Look at Gabriella. People like you divide the rest. This has nothing to do with him using a dress and wearing pants, you idiot. It has everything to do with it. Gabrielle Mendez. Robin, don't delete her. Don't delete her. Let it be out there. See? It has everything to fucking do with it. Don't delete her. Leave her up there. Yes. Yep. It's terrible. Father of a North Providence High School senior shot 5 members of the student's family at a hockey game, killing 2, injuring 3 others before killing himself. Absolutely atrocious. So this business of no, I don't like to, but I'm not backing down. See, here's the thing. They say, what does McGreed say? It's the gut. It's not. There's something wrong. Don't tell me there were no signs. It has. Thank you, Lordy. It is. No, you know what that is? That's a fucking red flag. That's what that is. That's right. Yep. I'm not. That's a red flag. Okay. The problem is Rhode Island and I'll come out and say it. Rhode Island and Massachusetts. They're telling children and telling everyone this is totally normal. Yes. There it is. I'm breaking it. He goes beyond being that. There's something wrong with him. And you know what they do now? Oh, now, they take prescription and so forth. So the local media, they're going to see the Providence Journal and the Boston Globe. They love doing stories on this. There was a big story recently in the Boston Globe. Donnie Anderson, trans rights are human rights. Trans rights are human. No, you're fucked up, man. 72 years old, grows his hair in a ponytail, puts on a dress. He's like, oh, I'm a woman. No, you're not. You're a fucked up older guy. Like, this is insanity. The Boston Globe, they did a story where they interviewed. So Anderson got married. He he moved somewhere up north, and so he's a woman now, and he married a woman. It's so I can't take it. I can't take it. That's crazy. This guy. Hey, listen, you wouldn't be the first. I worked in New York. I was good friends with this guy in New York. He got married. He was gay. He got out of college. Everyone sent me that photo. He he I'm fucking live, asshole. Okay? I'm fucking live, man. Like, why don't you fucking join us? And how do people message the page? My God, I'm live. How do they not see that? How do you message me and not see that the fucking live light is blinking? Oh my God. Is that him? Oh, okay. I don't know. These people, like, I'm live. Why are you messaging me? All right, let me stay on this. No, and I feel terrible for the son and all of them. But I come back to, listen, this is an adult. This isn't a little 4-year-old girl that puts on a boy that puts on a dress. This has to stop. Don't tell me there weren't red flags. I'm beyond people. Like, what? I'm fucking live. It's like you're sitting on your front porch and they're ringing the bell. I'm fucking sitting right here. What's your fucking problem, man? What are you, Ray Charles? Jesus. It does. Let me pull up Anderson. The Boston Globe did a podcast, and like they're so, oh my God, fascinated that, and Anderson, when he married this woman, I don't know what the fuck to tell you about that. I mean, that is like beyond. Let me just find him. But he's considered, Governor McKee, Donald Anderson, excuse me, Donnie, so brave. And yeah, oh my God. These people are just, hold on. And he came at me like, yeah, there he is. They love him. There he is. Prominent minister's long journey to womanhood. You know, somebody drive him. Where is it? Oh, damn it. Yeah, of course, the Providence Journal had the story. Silly me. Prominent minister's long journey to Butler is what it should have said. What is wrong with these people? See, Rhode Island and Mass. Oh, no, it's totally acceptable. There it is. I was there, William Hall Library, whatever the fuck it was. Jesus. I actually slept pretty good last night. Oh, God. I didn't realize that, yeah, that is the same person. What a jerk. Doing that, and your kids, what, have to pose? How about he would go to the fucking rink dressed like that? Jesus. It's mental illness. Call it what it is. Let me also listen. That's not fucking bravery. Stop calling it bravery. It's not. He's Governor McKee. He's so. No, he's not fucking brave. He's insane. There's something fucking wrong with him. I don't know what to tell you. Listen, if you're a woman and you prefer other women, fucking fine. I'm friendly with many of them. Many of them are police officers, first responders. You're a gay guy. If you're a guy and you prefer other men, whatever, totally fine. But this, no, I'm now, no. Like this foolishness, because it is attention seeking. It's also, though, in fairness, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but the real answer is we don't know the effects of many of these drugs. We don't know. Taylor Elizabeth, I am live. What do you think I'm doing here? How do you get to send a message? See the fucking blinking light? That means like the bathroom door is locked. Oh, I know you're live. I'll just send this anyway. I already have the photo. I'm showing it to everyone if you join us live. I like Tucson. Listen, the Pawtucket story is a big story. Okay, admittedly, of course, I wish I was there. You guys could have gotten the news a little bit quicker and the whole thing. It just didn't work out that way. It's actually good for me to be from a distance and view, because then I see different things I do differently. But it's not a manhunt. It's a horrible murder suicide. It is. Yeah, Robin's there. And thank you, Jeff. Oh, that's a joke when I'm out somewhere. These people, I'm sorry, were you live? No, what you're watching is a reenactment from earlier in the day. All right, let me reel it in. Listen, this is terrible. This is terrible. Yes, I am live. I'm in Arizona. I'm in Tucson. Okay, so the Pawtucket story, it's big. Don't get me wrong. Oh my God. Listen, no more of this. Let me block this guy. You know, the good news when you hit 130,000 followers, I just start blocking people left and right. I mean, forget about it. What do I care? These people, I will unfollow. Fucking move on, Harriet. Beat it, Hagbag. Think I fucking care you? You picked the wrong one. Whatever. I never thought we'd hit 130,000. Now we're like on our way to 150, then 200. But anyhow, thank you, Chase. Again, what happened today? Governor McKee, they're going to have the press conference, right? With the mom's demand, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, well, maybe I'm going to fly back and have my own fucking press conference. How do you like them apples, McGreed? You know, human rights trump trans rights. Enough of this. First of all the DUIs and DWIs, the roads aren't safe. We got trans shooters killing people at hockey rinks. We have, Portuguese nationals flying in because Brown University doesn't want to have good security. Pawtucket's been a shooting gallery for months now. At least they can't blame this one on Bucket West. But I am telling you, thank you. I may, Colin. I like it. Yes. You know what? That's one thing I'll give him credit for being a woman. He's a fucking hag bag. Listen, the last name's Dorgan. Dorgan. I mean, it's out there. It's out there. Oh, what a fucking loser. Can we use that word anymore? Yes. Agreed. Well, we're going to have a press conference. Moms demand action. Christ almighty. Let me guess. Someone's sending me. Oh, this is interesting. But not in Rhode Island. Thank you for the start. Not in Rhode Island. Nope. He's not mentally ill at all. Matos was saying, you should run they want him to run for office. Maybe he could run on a ticket with fucking Anderson. I can't take this foolishness. I may be staying in Arizona. I'm just giving you guys the heads up. I'm not leaving here till I find Nancy. Oh my God. These people just won't leave me alone. If you were will the subscribers please perk up? Yes, thank you. The subscribers have seen all these photos. I can't explain it more, but let me just stay with the details. Listen, in all seriousness, this is horrible. And he has mental illness. They're going to get into how did he have the weapon? Why was he? Oh, what mental illness? 2 shot dead, 3 injured. Suspect also dead. This whole business, Governor McKee. Well, there were no. What do you mean there were no warning signs? The guy is prancing around the fucking rink, dressed like Tiny Tim in a. There were no Governor McKee. Well, there were no warning signs. No warning signs. The guy was practically taking out a billboard on Mineral Spring Avenue for mental illness. No warning signs. It's not normal. Okay, you're a guy. You don't want to be married anymore. Hey, whatever. But, I'm transitioning and these are my pronouns. And Jesus Christ. I don't know. Haven't decided. There's no reason for me. I'll tell you, I'm not leaving tonight, so I'm not changing anything. And I'm being interviewed tomorrow. And see, that's the thing, right? This is the problem. The Rhode Island Progressive Democrat Party told this guy, and by the way, he was a member of the Progressive Democrats. He was a member, and they told him that they would help him with transitioning. Who knows what he was on? Please keep God out of it. Well, I don't know. I don't know if anyone was bringing God into it. The poor children, like they're trying to be supportive. That's your dad. Jesus. Oh, Christ. I am just mortified. But in Rhode Island, prominent minister's long journey to womanhood. Well, there's his idol. That's right, Bill. Bill, good to see you. Oh my God. McKee's already getting his orange shirt ready, or the red shirts, whatever they. Um, Nancy Guthrie update. DNA from the glove. The Nancy Guthrie case still undergoing quality control in the sheriff's private lab in Florida. Oh, that was a good decision. Oh, okay. How horrible. North Smithfield father, one of the heroes of the afternoon, grabbed the gun out of the hand. Oh, but this guy, he had a second weapon. That's right. He did have a second weapon. So they did get the gun away from him. Oh my God, those poor kids in the stands. Seth Magazina, there were no warning signs. There were no Gabe Amo. We got to do something about gun violence. Ah, yes, the family was cleared. Family was cleared. We'll talk more about Nancy. What was I going to find? Um, it's just terrible. Oh my God. Oh, I know what I'm about to find. Here we go. Agreed. Where's his? He'll get the orange shirt ready. Let me just find it. Moms demand action. They're getting ready with their press conference. Governor McKee, we must restrict guns more in Rhode Island. Oh my goodness. Yep. Let's all wear the t-shirts. Could there possibly be more restrictions? You had those kids beat that guy to death on Manton Avenue. No gun, no knife. Agreed. We must do something about, oh my God. We need leadership. The only maybe it's a little too early for comment here. It's really actually never too early, but let me just find that. Oh, I thought I'd find a photo. It would take me a while. It's not worth it. Yep, moms demand action. They'll be there with Governor McKee in their red shirts. I'm going to sign. You're not going to do anything. That is exactly right. There's JB. There's Jonathan Barrett towing. Yep. Telling you. Hey, where I am in Arizona, open carry state. No problems. Well, they have problems, but they don't have these types of problems. Don't get me wrong. Let me get back to what we're really talking about. And the value in this, and not the new tourism billboard, right? Welcome to Rhode Island. Not only are we next to Mass, We are the capital. Can you imagine Rhode Island, the mass shooting capital of the Northeast? And McKee's still running for friggin' reelection. Comical. This is just, listen, I'm just going to be, thank you. Thank you very much, Rosa. Send a YouTube super chat, whatever. Yeah. The Democrat Party convinced this man that this was totally normal behavior. And then they're shocked when he walks into the hockey rink and starts shooting people, his family, and then himself. He had a second weapon. So a father, they got the weapon away from him, but he had a second weapon. So he had more than one. Walking around the rink pumping iron. Total nutcase. Governor McKee. Well, there were no red flags. Hold on. This is the red flag. There's the shooter. Oh my God. Terrible. His son is a fantastic player. Son, senior, captain, 4-year defenseman, Blackstone Valley School co-op hockey team. Helped them post an 8-4 record. 3-sport athlete, plays football and boys lacrosse. Well, that explains why the father has a lacrosse stick in his hand. Okay. See how the father has the lacrosse stick, or like she? Do they have to go the pronouns? I'm going to push back on that. And Cindy, I know you don't mean to, but I've already stated it's unclear who the victims were. So we're going to hold off on that. I was told it was adults. There were no children right now, fatally. And I'm not knocking you at all. I've already said that, John Scott. I said it just a short time ago. So I'm going to do a posting on depetro.com. So, and then, we can get it where I can get into more detail. Like I've said, I would think the photo's concerning. And the thing is, okay, so you're a guy and now you're going to transition to a woman. But, everyone, they applauded Caitlyn Jenner, right? They applauded. Nothing wrong with that. The governor said that it was a little girl killed. I don't want to get bogged down on who the victims were. I don't want to get bogged down on that. And first of all, I am unaware. I don't want to get distracted. That type of stuff. I just said we're not going to get bragged down because it's people have different bits of information. I heard from a member of law enforcement. No young girl was killed. All adults are dead. And what does someone put? The governor said, all right, whoever said that, and I'm not getting upset, but whoever said that. So if I log on right now to Governor McKee's page, he's going to say a young girl was killed. It says nothing about that. Now, it was the mayor that initially put that out, and I believe that was misinformation. I'm not getting upset, but I know the transitioning thing. In that video is just yep, crazed. Absolutely. See how then we're trying to do this? Yep. There it is. Another trans shooting. I'm going to speak very candidly. Listen, locally, oh, now Gabe Amo. Do I really want to? Hold on. Hold on. Um, everybody, hold that thought. Okay, let me do this. Um, remove. Oh, damn it! Hey, I'm still. We're out of town and I'm live, so okay. There we go. Yep. What a jerk. What an absolute a-hole. I cannot get over this. What pronoun do we use? What's the right pronoun for killer? What a jerk. What an absolute wow. Hold on, let me just send this to yeah. I don't need your video. Everybody stop sending me only one person did send me good video of the and I'll post that to the subscribers. I want to be very, very, very clear. Where is he? That is good video. The as I said, just anyhow, the subscriber page is because I don't have to worry about content getting banged out. Yeah. All right. Well, maybe it's already up, but I don't care. How about that? Somebody, I have clear video of the shooter getting shot. I want $5,000. I can't post it anyway. Number one, I'm not giving you $5,000 for a video. Number two, I can't post it anyway. You can't post video like that. Not if you want to keep your account intact. Nope. All right. Let me stay on. I know. Edgewood Congressional Church? I don't know. Sheena. Listen, you're on the wrong page then. Then you don't have to believe that. You don't have to believe that. Did law enforcement give you the picture? I didn't say that. I'm positive that's who the shooter is. Mass protests. All right. Oh, is that what that is? All right. There's a lot of video floating around. Yes. Yeah. Again. I know. In crypto. Everybody's doing that now. But the thing is, you can't, I know what flies and what doesn't fly, and I'm not going to get back down on that. Let me just reel this back in. I'm glad we went live. I may go live again. We're going to follow it. This is horrible, absolutely horrible what happened in Pawtucket. I think there needs to be accountability. I can assure you the local press will not ask our politicians. There's the shooter. You don't have to believe it. You go to Mexico. I don't know yet. I'm waiting. Yep. Marching around. I have a picture of him. I have video of him with the weapon. He seems to be in he's in a white hat. He came down to the row. See the white hat right there? That's him or her or the person. Right there in that white hat. So he comes up behind them and because they were saying long hair, and then they're fighting with him in the row. It's a little tough because people then are jockeying, but there he is again. If you just look for the white hat, which is odd in itself because he's like wearing like a Santa Claus side, but this is him. And actually, this is a pretty good. If you look, you can actually see he's got the weapon out. See that right there? I'll post this for the subscribers again. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that's the father. These people of here's the thing, folks. Okay. I realize we have a lot of new people. I get that. And I totally understand of especially new people like, hey, who is this? And this one said that and that. I get that. But listen, those of you that watch, right, with Brown Shooter, who was on national TV 9 times, 9 times, who was on Fox 4 times. I come out here, boom, on court TV. Interview with CNN the other day, was talking to Fox today. I'm not putting that out there like an idiot. There are people that do that. I'm not one of them. So I don't blame, like, question it, but that's like, I did. I actually played it, Krista, that interview. It is. So I wouldn't, we're too far along. I wouldn't be putting it out there if I wasn't 100%. So, oh my goodness. People are just relentless. Oh, leave me the fuck alone. Go away. Stop messaging me. Leave me alone. I'm on a crime vacation in Tucson looking for an elderly woman. Yes, that's who that is. How do you know? Ah, Jesus. Well, there's a difference. There's a difference on the the Newsmax. Thank you, Robin. Thank you very much. There's a difference of um speculate. I'm not speculating. Thank you, John Beckman. I want to be very, I'm not speculating. I'm telling you that's who it is. There is a difference. So, whatever. I don't want to debate people that want to do conspiracy things like that. I'm not getting in, I'm not going down to that rabbit hole. But I'm telling you that's who it is. There's the shooter right there in full. I mean, there, look at that with a handbag, short shorts. Everyone, a lot of people this at the rink. That's that what you're looking at, that's mental illness. Thank you, Kristen. That's right. Court TV. Well, I had lunch today at Baggins, and it's fantastic. So I was glad on the recommendation from Damon. I've been here for 4 hours, but then this story broke. And then you have this photo. See the lacrosse? Oh, goodness. Not going to get into this. Thank you, Jen. Where'd you get the, like, I'm going to fucking tell you. From Ladybug Gabe got it to me. Ladybug. I know. We have to live like, I'll tell you why. I'll answer that question. Why do we have to live this way? Why do we have to live this way? Because this is treated as normal. Because this is treated as normal. That's why. That's not. Listen, you want to be a gay guy. First of all, she, Donnie Anderson, ended up marrying a woman. Thank you. Look at that new member. Marrying a woman. So what are we talking about? They've started, and it's the teachers' unions. Do you understand in Rhode Island? The head of the Senate president of Rhode Island is a transgender. No, she's actually, but she's the head of the teachers' union. And they're 100% on board with this. You know, there's a bonus program in some of the Rhode Island public schools. If you're a teacher and you get a kid to transition, there's a bonus there within the teachers union. So that's sick. You know, we're not going to tell your parents. And it's this whole business. I want to come back to how did we get here? This person, I knew him as Reverend Donald Anderson. And now he, whatever, is 71. He was, and said, I've always thought I'm a woman. You know what, buddy? Then grow your fucking hair out, do whatever. But, like, stop trying to then convince us that you are. You're not. You're a guy with long hair who was married, who, whatever. But yeah, no. If you're in Rhode Island with the teachers unions, if you convince a student to transition, there's a special bonus. The teachers unions are 100% on board with this stuff. Again, one more time. Oh, okay. Are you sure? Affiliated with Edwards Congregational near William Hall? I don't think so. According to he lives like out of state now. I think he lives in New Hampshire or Maine. And I want to be very clear. Listen, I've dealt with him before. Um, hold on. Okay, look at that. That's nice. From Fox News Channel. You break another New England story. And I'm in Arizona. Okay. I don't know. As far as people ask me, when are you coming back? I I really like Tucson. Tucson's my kind of place. I might I may start to split my time. Yep. Okay. I want to get back. This is horrifying. This is terrible. Is yes. You're right, Kristen Ferry. No, I'm not originally from Brooklyn. I lived in New York for 9 years. I love New York City. One of my children live there now. When I lived in New York, all those people, they're like, I swear that you must be a New Yorker. Like you were born in Brooklyn or Jersey or something. I don't know. But I always felt comfortable there. But anyhow, I am live. Look at this. Are you going live again? First of all, it's almost 5:30 here. I got to post. Oh, I know. Um, I got to update and kind of get organized a little bit with this story. I mean, possible. I never rule that out. But what time is it? It's already almost 7:30 in the East. Now I've been on the go. We're approaching another long day here, which is fine because they're all long days. So, but I don't. No, it's just like how many times can I go? I go live. I get that this is a new story, and I really appreciate that from you guys, and especially the people. I want you to also just note now people are texting me the picture that I posted. Yep, he's just lifting it. By the way, when I just quickly when I say send me video, I mean your own original video. I don't mean you send me other people's video. I mean your own original video. Look at this. I was afraid, oh God, here I am. I'm in Tucson. I'm looking for Nancy. And now this huge story breaks in Pawtucket, and we still end up breaking the story about the father. So there's that. There he is, the hockey rink shooter, the trans dad. Gee, maybe it's not a good idea to be an older guy like this taking puberty blockers. How horrible. I didn't even read what you said, Jonathan Barrett. So don't worry about it. Uh, you know, I can't catch like every comment, but and I mean this, I want you to know this, and this is important, especially for, yes, our subscribers, is listen, I'm just at a point that I don't like to be wrong. In fact, I get sick if I'm wrong on something. So I want you to know. Now I know the whole thing of trust but verify, but I'm telling you right now, just I'm not putting something out there that I'm not very, because there's a lot of it's been going on out here with the Nancy Guthrie case, a lot of it. And I'm glad it's a discipline. I didn't fall for it. And it can be tempting because then sometimes people are entering your chat and they're like, oh, this show just said, it happened Friday night. Oh, another show said someone took their life and blah blah blah, and that went on, and then and then it's all wrong. And there were people posting Ashley Banfield. Oh, the sister's a suspect. Like it's totally false. Surprised at her, but I want you to know that. So thank you, Jonathan Barrett. I mean, many of you know. I mean, what? Look at. I mean, one of my children works at Fox. The other one is in DC. I'm very conscious. I can't. I refuse to be in a situation where someone's like, wow, you put that out. You were talking. I mean, listen, things can happen. We move very rapidly sometimes. It can happen, but then we like quickly try to pivot. It happened with whatever when these Providence mayors, someone, whatever. I'm not going to go down, but I'm just telling you on something like this. When you have an 18-year-old, his father did this. I would not be putting this out if I was not 100% that is the hockey rink shooter. Terrible. Thank you, Bruce. So, folks, again, very sad day. It is horrifying. We'll pray for that family, that 18-year-old. But just one final word. This notion, they're gonna skip over it. All right. I'm not being mean, but this is don't tell me there wasn't a red flag. That's a red flag. Guy starts doing that. The behavior is odd. Thank you, Rosa. Very odd. Governor McKee, the rest of them are going to talk about gun violence. Let's talk about mental illness. Actually, I want to read Gabe Amo's statement of, uh, I do want to see this. My thoughts with the victims of the shooting, Pawtucket lynching. I send comfort to all the family. Sad and here we go. Gun violence has impacted all of the community. Should be horrible memory of the team. I've been touched Mayor Grabian. Nothing about Gabe Amo, his party. They're the ones that encourage this fucking behavior. I know I'm dropping F-bombs. I apologize. And I do. Some of the people message me, like, I really enjoy the show. I try not to. Most of the time, I try not to. You know what? I'm not going to during Lent. That's what I'm going to give up for Lent. Ah, what a nightmare. Okay. Again, just quickly. If you have a family member who starts exhibiting this behavior, have them seek help. Get them the help they need. That's not normal. His son was the star of the team, but what if his son wasn't the star of the team? And how do you think his son had to deal with that? Yeah, that's my dad marching around up there, prancing around. I mean, the ultimate what the fuck. Stop normalizing that. Not normal, right? Boston Globe. Oh, the Providence Journal, the brave minister. No. Mentally ill. I'm not mean. Again, this is not, then just, I don't want to keep going on about it, but just like, then be whatever. You're into women, then just be with women. You're into guy, you're a gay guy, be a gay guy. But stop with these. Life can be difficult enough. And then, then they're doing it to children. They're doing it to children, right? And these public union teachers in Rhode Island, in Providence, in Pawtucket, Warwick, Cranston, the parents in Cranston, public school teacher union people going up to young children in Cranston. Are you, 13, 14, 12, whatever that age? It's actually middle school. You depressed? I bet you'd be much happier as a boy. You never say that to a young girl. You have a young girl who, hasn't developed. She's awkward, 12, 13. You don't say to a young girl, right? I bet you'd be happier as a boy. And you don't say to a young boy, you're in a public school in Warwick or Providence, and you have a 12, 13-year-old boy. You don't say to that boy, I bet you'd be happier as a girl. We'll keep it as our little secret. Your parents don't need to know. And I'll give you extra credit. I didn't understand. Oh, quiet. Sign off. All right, that's my cue to sign off. It is nuts. Should not. Yep, it's exactly right. Grooming, trying to bring the kids in. That teachers union. I used to hear stories at Bain. Oh my God. Will you be quiet? Silence. Jesus. Fucking rental cars. That's right. That's right. No, I've heard about that. Bain, Western Hills, Parkview. They go after them young, you know. Can you imagine you're a young child, 12, 13, and you have a teacher saying, I'm just curious, have you ever considered switching genders? I mean, it's so crazy. But that's the teachers unions. That's their whole thing. That's their MO. Oh, thank you, David. Yes, I appreciate that, Ski Bumpkin. West Warwick does too. It's terrible. It's big in Rhode Island. And that Val Lawson, head of the Senate, president of the Rhode Island Senate, that hag, the ultimate hag bag. There's no bigger hag bag than Lawson. The damage they do. We're going to make sure these kids can get these, the medication and drugs they need to help them transition. And they want to pass legislation. The parents should not be involved. How can you say to a parent that they should not be involved in the life of their 13, 14-year-old child? And you're talking about convincing them to switch gender. Irreversible damage. God. Terrible. Yep. West Warwick is like that. Big hag bag. All right. One last shot. Trans right to human. Oh, Anderson. Hope you're happy. There he is. The hockey rink pronoun. There you go. Thanks a lot, progressive Democrats. Thanks a lot. Listen, I can't talk right now. Okay. So, Jesus. Let me just check. Listen, lady, I ate in the restaurant. It doesn't give you permission to come up and invade my fucking live. All right, I need to. I know. Oh, they will. I don't know what really surprised Fox News is not covering it. What are you talking about? It just broke. I can't. I've hit my limit. We may be back. I doubt it. All right. Thank you, everyone. We're back tomorrow. We're back to, I know. Thank you. Where is Nancy? Become a subscriber. Or thank you, everybody on YouTube.